If you were walking up to your house with your friend because your husband isn't answering his phone, his assistant at work doesn't know where he is, and you decide, you know what, let me just go ahead and pull up to the house because if he's there, it's going to be a problem. Not only do you pull up to the house, your friend is like, listen, I don't think we should be going upstairs. Even if your husband is doing something on the side, is this really how you want to find out? And you're like, yes, this is how I want to find out. If you go in the house and you find that not only is your husband in the house, he's having a whole entanglement with someone, would it hurt your feelings more knowing the person, or would it hurt your feelings more knowing that this is someone that you went to church with, that you currently go to church with, and that, girl, you was sleeping with my husband this whole time I was praying for you? This book, Faithful, is by Kim Cash Tate. This was my first time reading a book by this author. I listened to the audio book through Libby, but this book is available with Kindle Unlimited. It will not be the last time I read a book by this author. I feel like the three female main characters of this book, if you are a woman at any stage of life, whether you are married, whether you are in a marriage that you just can't get your husband to come to church with you, or maybe you're in a marriage where your husband violated your trust in a crazy way, but now you're trying to figure out the steps of working towards trusting him again. Or if you're a single woman and you're a Christian and you're kind of sort of praying for a husband, you're waiting, but you're also trying to have patience of one day it'll happen. Whenever it does happen, I'll be okay with it. This is the book for you, because there were some instances where people had to be forgiving in this book where I was like, there's no way. Forgive you for what? I'm not built for it. And I do know that God gives certain battles to certain people and other ones he keeps away from French, because I'm just not mentally and emotionally and spiritually grown enough yet. When trust is shaken up in your marriage, whether you're a Christian couple, an atheist couple, a pink and brown purple couple, trust is insane. Once you shake things up, it takes work and effort to get back to where we were prior. Especially if at the time, if I thought we were having a healthy marriage, if I didn't know that this area was unsatisfied for you, or I didn't know you were unhappy, it's going to hurt my feelings even more once I do find out this is what you had going on. And it's not just infidelity. Sometimes it's financial issues of not knowing that your partner had a habit, that this is what he spends time on. I know that back in the day, gambling was huge. Now we got people big on the parlays, and it's not just men, women are doing it too. What happens if you're thinking that your finances aren't fair and you get a foreclosure notice on the door saying y'all are about to be homeless? The whole time you're like, babe, you know I don't settle for these 50-50 men. I thought you was paying for everything. And he's like, listen, I had everything under control. I was going to hit this parlay. This little three leg was going to go on. If LeBron had did this and that, everything would have been good. And you're like, listen, but we're about to be homeless. But you need to trust me, trust you. All the checks will be coming to me from now on. It's extremely tough. Then too, one of the FMC, she also had a husband where she's been praying and praying and praying for this man to come back to church with her. She even has her children coming. And the husband's really at this place of like, yeah, I used to believe in God, but now I don't. It is so tough as a Christian to be with someone, let alone married to a man. And he just doesn't want to come to church. He doesn't want to hear about the word of God. He doesn't want to be around your Christian friends anymore. Now he's telling you he's unsure if he even feels comfortable with the kids going to church because he feels like the kids are getting a little too involved. He doesn't care that the kids' friends are at the church. How long do you pray for your husband as a Christian wife before you realize, okay, this man just isn't coming to church with us, so let me just keep going? Do you disobey your husband? Disobey, I'm using that very, very quote, very air quotish. Do you disobey your husband when he says, I don't want you taking our kids to this church anymore? I don't want you taking our kids to church at all. I feel like I'm their spiritual guider. I don't believe in God anymore. I don't believe in Jesus. So that's just it. Do you keep pursuing after God's own heart, or do you obey? And I'm going to keep using the word obey. Do you submit to your husband who's saying, I don't even want you there anymore. I don't want my children there anymore. Let me know what you guys think. If you've ever seen someone experience this, let me know how they overcame it. This book was so good. Y'all could have put me onto this author a lot sooner, but the fact that y'all didn't, I feel like I thought we were cool, guys. I thought we were cool. I am super excited about this book. You can always see what books I'm reading and what books I'm penning on my website, allsbrooks.com. I actually have a book that is coming out February 26th of 2026 that I am releasing. It is titled Loving a Memphis Man. This is my first time doing a all out 300-page book that is very much Christian fiction. It doesn't have any spicy scenes. There's no intimate acts being performed. I have limited how much people are cursing in the book. There's nothing extremely vulgar. What I will say is these are Christian characters. Everyone is at their different walk in faith. So if you're looking for a cookie cutter, perfect characters situation, that's not this book. My Christian characters go through real trials and tribulations. They struggle with things. They struggle with listening to worldly music. They struggle with deciding I'm no longer going to smoke anymore. They've struggled with deciding, okay, now that I'm married, am I going to put my husband first or am I still going to oblige to what my family wants to keep me happy and keep them happy? My characters go through some real things. So you can find that book available for pre-order now for $2.99 on Amazon. Let me know what you guys think in the comments and I'll see you in the next video.